Whether you're gaming or streamlining productivity, macros can save you time and give you a competitive edge. In this video, I'll show you how to quickly create macros using your Razer keyboard or mouse. Let's dive in. First, you'll need to launch Razer Synapse. This is the software that controls all of your Razer devices. If you don't have it installed, go ahead to the official Razer website and install the latest version. Once you have Synapse open, go to the top left corner and you should be able to see the macro tab. If you're not able to see the macro tab on the top left, then go over to the middle of the screen where it says Devices and Modules. And under Available Modules, you should be able to see the macro module that I already have installed here, and you would just click Install to have it added. Once you have that, you will open up the macro tab and you will get to the main macro screen. So the first thing we'll do is we'll hover over to the new macro link, and this will give us a blank page to start adding functions to. On the left side, you'll see a number of options available to you, so this is quite a powerful tool to use. So you'll have things like delay, a keyboard function, mouse function such as clicks, another macro, so you can kind of link macros into each other, which is nice. You're able to launch any program, and you can run a command, text function, or loop. Now you can either drag and drop any of these into the sequence, or you can use the built-in record function, which basically tracks your keystrokes or mouse clicks to populate this for you. So in this case, let's try the record option. I'll go ahead and click on record, and I'm just going to type A, B, C, and I'm going to stop this. You'll notice that it's added all of the wait times that are part of my sequence. So if you want to adjust or remove those, you can do so by either deleting or by double-clicking and entering the value for the delay you'd like. So in this case, so far my macro types A, B, C with a slight delay between each key press, and suppose you want to loop this to do it 3 times. So what I'll do is I'll drag and drop the loop, and you can see it has a start and end loop. So I want the end loop to be at the end of my sequence, so I'll just drag it to the end of the list. And now if I hover over the start, you'll notice that it's highlighted all of these actions are part of this loop. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the number of repeats. So if I wanted 3, then I will just enter number 3. And that's it. So we'll go over to save and click on that. And now you'll notice on the top left, it's called macro 2. So you can also rename this by clicking on the 3 dots, rename. And instead of macro 2, let's say I'm going to call this demo. Now that we have the macro done and named, what we need to do is link it to a keystroke on our keyboard or mouse. So in my case or example, I will show you how to do it on my Black Widow keyboard. So in the top tab, I will select the device. In this case, it is the keyboard. So on the center of the screen, it will display the device with all of the keys, and anything highlighted will tell you that it has already been keybinded to a macro. So in this example, I will link mine to key M5. So I will go ahead and click on that. Now it says disable. So I'm gonna hover over this and go to macro. And you can see it's already selected the macro we just created. And now you have an option to choose whether you want this to play once or multiple times. It also has a couple of other options, like toggling the continuous playback on and off using the same key, or it will continue to play it while you have the key pressed down. Now in my case, since I have a loop already, I just want this to play once. So that's done. I will click on save, and now you'll see that it has highlighted the macro button. Now to test my macro, I'm going to open up a notepad, and I'm going to press the keybind that I've assigned, which is M5. So as you can see, it is typing up the ABC that I've instructed it to, and it should do it 3 times. Build and try out your macro in-game or during work, And if it feels too slow or too fast, go back into Synapse and tweak the delays. Fine-tuning makes a huge difference. One thing to keep in mind is that longer macros can fail if they're interrupted. So for the best practice, stick to 3 to 6 actions to make it more reliable. So there you have it, you've just created your first macro with Razer Synapse. You can experiment with different sequences to boost your workflow or gameplay, and if this helped, please like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments if there's any other topic you'd like me to cover. Thank you for watching.